Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Man, we ain't wasting any time. I mean, some of you guys were a little bit skeptical on whether or not Judgment and Lost Judgment were actually going to come to PC. You didn't want to get your hopes up too quickly. Well, baby, it's available right now, so we'll talk all about that. A game following up from yesterday's video has been pulled from Steam in Babylon's Fall. You can no longer buy the game, and do want to give you guys a heads up on a JRPG coming to PC. The Steam page is up. That's Triangle Strategy. We talked about that yesterday as well, but now the Steam page is fully up. We'll talk that at the end of this video, but yes, Judgment and Lost Judgment are both available right now on PC. I don't know why they go about this way. I guess they wanted something big for the RGG Summit to just announce and then throw up on the Steam store, but you would think with games of Judgment's caliber, like I consider Judgment a pretty major release on PC, that you would announce it, have a little bit of build-up, have a little bit of promotion, and then, you know, the game is just gonna do better if you promote it, at least you would think. Maybe they know marketing better than I do, and just, you know, stealth dropping these games actually proves to be advantageous for them. Nonetheless, both games are available right now. Now, I have to be honest, I'm not too hot on the price tags, but it's about what I expected. So Judgment is $39.99. Which that is what I expected. The PlayStation 5 release of Judgment was $40, so I was just thinking, hey, there's gonna be parity in that sense. It's gonna be $40. Lost Judgment being $60 is super expensive, man. Now $60 is the release price as well for Lost Judgment when it initially came out, but right now on the PlayStation Store, Lost Judgment is on sale for like $25. So paying $60 for it, yeah, it stings a little bit. I can understand if you don't want to pick it up day one, because those are hefty prices to pay. They do have the Judgment collection, which includes Judgment, Lost Judgment, as well as the Kaito Files story expansion. That story expansion is $30. So all of that content can be had for $98.77, which is kind of pricey, all things considered. I don't think people would try to be dropping near $100, but yo, to be perfectly honest, Judgment is a game that you can sink a ton of hours into, so from that standpoint, you know, it's up to you. I would say probably add it to the wish list. It's probably going to go on sale fairly quickly. It's a couple months away from the winter sale, and I imagine it's at least going to get like a 30 or 40% off discount, maybe even a 50% off discount, because that is what we see on the console releases of both of these games at this point. But yeah, great to see these games drop on PC. And by the way, system requirement-wise, let's go through those real quick. Same across both titles. Minimum i5 3470 or an AMD Ryzen 3 1200, 8 gigs of RAM, a GTX 960 or an RX 460, so fairly low end on that end. And it does note that's 1080p, low 30 FPS with balanced FSR. 1.0 requires a CPU that supports it. Recommended i7 4790 or an AMD Ryzen 5 1600, older generation but multi-threaded CPUs, 8GB of RAM, so same RAM requirement for both minimum and recommended, and then an RTX 2060 or an AMD Radeon RX Vega 56, 60GB of available space, and then they note that's for 1080p, high settings at 60 frames per second, so if you're looking to do 1440p, if you're looking to do 4K, that is going to require a little bit more. Again, that is the same with Lost Judgment as well. $40 and $60 respectively. Again, maybe add it to the wish list for now, and then you can pick it up sometime down the line. I also do want to note, Like a Dragon Ishin, which is a remake, I believe, of the PlayStation 3 game that never made its way over here stateside. That game's Steam page is live right now as well. So, man, RGG completely going off on Yakuza releases, because not only are they bringing Judgment, Lost Judgment, they have Like a Dragon Ishin, they have a Yakuza side story coming out that bridges the gap between Yakuza Like a Dragon and Yakuza 8, and then yes, they have Yakuza 8 coming in 2024. I don't know how this studio is doing all this stuff, but like, yo, one of the most consistent game studios on the planet. Give them some respect, because there's a lot of games that stay in development for 5, 6, 7 years, and, you know, whatever. Games need time to develop, games need time to be great. Take all the time in the world, but this studio has just been putting out quality game after quality game, and you're talking about Judgment, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Lost Judgment, now we have Like a Dragon Ishin, we have that Yakuza side story, which, to be fair, is going to be a smaller game, and then you have Yakuza 8 in 2024, like, my god, these guys are killing it, great job. And really, they've become one of Sega's like pillar studios that they have on board, and Sega's publishing the game. So yeah, good on them. All right, moving on from that, do want to note that Babylon's Fall. I don't know how many of you were looking to pick up Babylon's Fall so you can get into it before the game officially shuts down in February of next year, but the game is no longer available on the Steam store. Kind of unfortunate, just on the fact that there are like a couple hundred people that did end up paying $60 for this game on Steam. And maybe there were like 20 people still playing the game, and now the game is just shutting down, which is kind of unfortunate for the people that especially dropped $60 on the game and they were continuing to play it, just because, it's a very, very quick turnaround for a game to drop in the same year that it announced termination. Like, this game came out just a little over 6 months ago, and you're already announcing the termination of service for the game. Now, obviously, you still have another like 5 or so months until the game officially shuts down, but yeah, very surprising. I know the game's reception was not very positive. I played the demo and did not like it at all. But nonetheless, I'm sure there are people that found some enjoyment out of it, and they even note on the termination notice that there were people, sending in requests on what they could do to improve the game, but unfortunately that won't ultimately be realized. And you gotta remember, a Platinum Games title. Platinum Games and Square Enix, they were like a match made in heaven when they worked on Nier Automata. So, yeah, unfortunately, Babylon's Fall not turning out that well. But lastly, a JRPG that is probably going to turn out really well is Triangle Strategy. This game already had a really positive reception over on the Nintendo Switch when it was released earlier this year. A tactics RPG from the team who brought you the Bravely series and Octopath Traveler, an epic tale brought to life with stunning HD 2D graphics, make difficult decisions in the story, set against a backdrop of the war-torn continent of Norzelia. Now, this is a game that'll be dropping on Steam. The Steam page is up. October 13th is the release date. $54 with a 10% off launch discount, so you can get it a little bit cheaper. There is a deluxe edition, it's $58.49, and then there's a digital deluxe edition with the Various Daylife game release. That is $62.11. Various Daylife was, I believe, an Apple Arcade game that they just dropped on Switch, also dropped on PC. So that will be coming. As far as system requirements, RX 460, GTX 950, Iris Xe graphics. So yeah, you don't need much to run this game. 4 gigabytes of RAM minimum, 8 gigabytes recommended. Yeah, RX 470, GTX 1060. It's a throwback art style. Like, it looks fantastic if you're into old school JRPGs. I think the art style is you're gonna feel right at home with it. But yeah, the game's got like an 83 on Metacritic with the Switch release, so I would imagine a pretty positive reception will be coming with the PC release as well. And Octopath Traveler did pretty well on PC. It seems like Bravely Default 2, people enjoyed that on PC. Triangle Strategy, another JRPG to add to the library of growing catalog of JRPGs on PC. Again, PC has just become one of the premier places across emulation, across just the games available on Steam. One of the best platforms to play JRPGs. Dare I say, the best platform to play Japanese RPGs, which if you told me that a decade ago, I would have said you were absolutely crazy, given that back then, a decade ago, you didn't have Tales of on PC, you didn't have the Final Fantasy games on PC, at least the newer ones, like FF13 and whatnot. FF12 wasn't available. I don't think FF10 was available at that point. We were like emulating those games and whatnot, but nowadays you got Final Fantasy, you got Legend of Heroes, you got these these HD 2D games, you got all these other JRPGs coming. So yeah, you're eating good if you are a JRPG fan on PC. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, Judgment available now on Steam, as is Lost Judgment. Maybe add them to the wish list for now and then pick them up sometime down the line. Like a Dragon Ishin, a Steam page up for that. Babylon's Fall taken off Steam, and Triangle Strategy, Steam page for that is up as well. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.